Hi, everyone. I'm Craig Hawkins here with Perfect Swing Tools. I'm going to out Charlie today. We're going to go through 5 basic. We're going to be working with James today. Excuse me. We're going to be working 5 basic steps, 5 easy drills for everybody at home to go home and work on. How you doing today, James?
Good.
You been how you been doing with the quarantine? You been practicing?
A little bit, not much.
It's about time to get back to it,
Yeah.
huh? All right, cool. All right, well, let's go through step 1. You and I have never worked together before. This is our first time coming on, so let's see how this goes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start off with a basic. Let me see you take a basic swing first off the tee, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Let's kind of get into the rhythm. All right, now it's actually a pretty good looking swing, James. The first thing that I want to give tips to people online with is I want to go into this. It's kind of an old debate, but it seems like it's kind of coming back into the mainstream discussion, and it kind of gets back down to one basic principle: do we twist our back foot, like turn it and spin on it, or do we shift our weight forward into it? Okay.
You shift your weight forward.
That's correct. You actually do a pretty good job of that, but I'm going to give everybody online watching us a couple of basic drills that they can do with this at home to try to eliminate that twist. So I'm going to can you see the film on the TV right here?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Manny Ramirez. I like using him, James, because Manny Ramirez is a guy that does a lot of things great, but he kind of does it simply. So I like to start off with the simple guys so we can see. I'm going to enlarge him right there. I'm going to put this red line behind the back foot right here. Can you see that red line? Can you see that red line?
Yeah.
Okay. So when he picks up his front foot, notice he does not cross his foot past the belly button. He picks up the front foot. And when he picks up the front foot, the weight is going to go into the back heel. So he picks up his front foot, and the weight is already on the back a little bit when you pick it up by 1 inch. We have to unload that weight. He's going to push off this heel forward into what we call toe touch. You can see that there's space in between here, the knee, and where the knee originally started. And I'm going to enlarge this. We can see that the back heel is actually moving inside of the ankle. So if you can see my foot back here, I'm going to push forward and my heel comes inside of the ankle. So let me see you try to do that drill for me, James. Just start off with your front foot, pick up your front foot, and just push and let your toe hold the ground while your ankle comes forward to prevent spinning on the back foot. No ball needed, just a good shadow drill. Let me see you try.
Okay.
It. You don't have to hit. Just pick up and shift forward. James, you don't have to swing the bat right now. No ball. No ball. Copy me. Just mirror me. I just want you to step and push forward where the heel's coming up.
Yeah.
Try to keep your shoulders somewhat square from you right now. So here's my back foot right here. It's simply going forward like this. Just push forward and let the toe grip the ground. Try that again, James. Just like this. Yep. Keep the knob to the catcher. Don't turn your upper half. Good. So that's the first step. Prevent spinning the back foot. Shift our weight. Let the toe grip the ground while the heel works inside. That gives us the ability to stretch our body and get ground force from the ground. All right. Let me see you try to do it again for me, James. Go again. Push off your back heel from you forward and hold the back toe down.
Okay.
All right, now let's work the second phase of the swing into this. So that's a basic shift drill. that anybody at home can just stand around. You can stand around the mirror. You can walk around the house and just work on not twisting the foot. We want to work on pushing off that heel, letting the toe grip the ground. Okay, let's talk about the second phase of that. Let's talk about how we hold the back. When you hold, James, back where I can see you. All right, hold your back for me, James. We're going to go to drill number 2 now. Okay. So as we move into toe touch, after we push off our back heel, our front toe is going to come. We pick up our front foot, we push off our back heel, and the toe is going to hold the ground. And then the front heel goes down, and the back heel comes up. All right. The elbows, let me see, you got an L and a V in the front arm. So your back elbow, when you go to toe touch, is going to move up to the shoulder. What's going to control the elbow is the rotator cuff. Are you familiar with the rotator cuff, James?
James, can you hear?
So take your rotator cuff and just lift up your elbow like this. Here. Lift it up.
Can you not hear?
And then when you land at toe touch, when you step forward to toe touch, you want your back heel to put the front toe down while the back elbow comes up because of the rotator cuff. So I step forward and lift up. All right. So let's work that position by pushing off the heel and by lifting up the back elbow and time that with the toe touch. Let me see you try that. Keep the knob pointing towards the catcher, please. Good. That was very good. So that's how we learn how to land. That's how we stretch the body. That's how we get the ground force, and that sets us up to go into drill number 3. So once we get our stretch and our shift on our body, we have to understand that we have to tilt our front hip, which is also known as the hip turn. When you're really young, everybody says, just turn your hips, just turn your back foot. But the advanced movement is understanding the tilt and holding the hand separation. So when the elbow lifts up here because of the rotator cuff, it creates full stretch on the body. So I move forward, I separate, and then I want to tilt my front hip, which is turning my body into the ball while my hands stay connected. Let me see if you can do this move. Can you try it for me? Land, tilt your front hip, and just lean into the ball with the back connected on the shoulder. The elbow will come into the back rib because of the rotator cuff. Good. And get up on your toe. Good job. So wherever you tilt to, tilt and hold this position. Hold it from me as long as you can. Show me you can master this spot. And get up on your toe. I can take my back toe, pick it up, and put it back down as I tilt. Tilt into the ball for me. Good. All right, now bring your elbow into your body. Good. All right, now lean in a little bit more. Let it stretch your body. Lean in. Can you lean into the ball for me a little bit more? By your front hip, lean into it. Don't swing. Lean your hip. I'm asking you to bend by your hip into the ball. Just bend in towards the ball. Now turn your hips a little bit. Good. Stay there. Stay there. Now, from there is the whip. Let's go to number 4 now. The whip action. This is where a lot of people go wrong. You can relax for a second. Relax for a second. Once we get to that position out of drill 3, which is also known as the drive position, we do all those steps to get to this spot here. Once we get here, there's some mistakes a lot of people make. They want to push their hands towards the ball. They want to basically extend too early. The quickest way to the ball there is to understand that this barrel works like a seesaw, a sideways seesaw. This knob comes back and the barrel goes forward, getting into the strike zone immediately. Let me see if you can do that for me. Get right here to the shoulder and just bring the knob back and bring the barrel into the zone, whipping it out in front. Now, don't roll your hands. If you roll your hands, the bat's going to go over the ball. So step forward. Turn your hips. Go back all the way to the same spot we were in before. Step and turn right here.
Step and turn.
Get to here.
There you go.
Get up on the back toe, please. Get all the way up on your back toe. All the way up on it.
There you go.
All right, now, bring your elbow and lean into the ball. Bring your elbow into your body and lean into the ball. Okay, now, good. Now, take the knob and bring the knob back and bring the barrel forward. You see, you're extending your front arm. You see your right arm? You see your left arm? It's fully extending too early. You want to keep it, you want to try to keep it somewhat bent. If it goes long, it goes long, but keep it where when you engage the barrel to the ball, the barrel is coming out in front of the knob immediately. Get the top of the back out. That's much better. All the way out in front of the knob. Get the top of the back out in front. The top of the back. See, my bat's in front. My knob is pointing back. You're getting closer, but you see you're flat. Your hands are flat. You're like this. You got to get it out. Get it all the way out. Point the top of the bat at me. This is the top of the bat. Relax for a second. Take a break. Take a break. Take a break. Okay, I'm gonna try and make it easy. Okay, look. Turn right here. Lean in. Do this. Step and lean in. Get the bat up on the shoulder from me, James. Turn your hips all the way in. Get the bat by your shoulder up here. Okay, now turn your hips. Tilt them right there, right there. See, that moves together. From there, all you got to do is let your hands just turn like this to get the bat out in front. But you got to point the top of the bat out towards the pitcher. Point the top of the bat towards the pitcher. There we go. You got to extend the hands all the way and hold it. Left arm up. Left arm up. Left elbow up as you whip through it. Yes, whip into the ball. Forward. Go straight all the way with your arms. Extend them. Make your arms go straight. Just make your arms straight. Good. Hold it. Hold it out in front. All the way. Now point the top of the bat out in front. Point the top of the bat. This is the top of the bat. The top of the bat. All right. Good. 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 See, that's what I'm trying to make you understand. If you whip the knob back and throw the barrel forward, that is the full whip. What you're doing is you're pushing the ball. You're pushing it. So you can hit it hard because y'all have these advanced bats or whatever, but it's not going to be you're not getting your max whip. You got to take all the energy from the ground. We got to turn our hips, tilt our hips, and then we got to take all that energy and whip it through the barrel. When you push it, you're pushing energy. You got to get this knob back and the barrel forward. Whip it. You were close. You only went halfway. There it is. Do it again. He did it. He did it. Do it again. Do it again. It's not always pretty. Don't roll your wrist. Keep your palm up, palm down, and whip. Go ahead. Whip the knob all the way. Point it straight forward. All right, start over. All right, let's start back from the top. Show me the first drill that we did again today. We're having some Wi-Fi issues. Let's go over the film on the TV while we wait to get this cleared up. All right, let's go over this real quick. So I'm trying to make him understand. Okay, so what I'm trying to make him understand is once we get to this drive position right here, this knob of the bat right here has got to come back. You can see the knob is pointing back towards him right there. I'll use a different color that maybe stands out a little better. There. So the bat is connected to the outside part of the shoulder. He whips the knob back and the barrel comes forward. So many players that I see when they come through here, a lot of players are constantly wanting to just push into the ball. And that's not how we do it. We have to understand that it's a fulcrum. That's literally like a sideways seesaw. Somebody goes down this way, this person comes up that way. So after I tilt onto the ball plane, I want to hold that ball plane through the whipping action, palm up, palm down. Then I finish over my shoulder. So let's just take it from the top right here. Just to recap things. Okay, so he picks up his front foot. He's going to push off the back foot. I'll make that one blue. He's going to push off the back heel forward into the toe touch. This back foot does not spin. We do not squish the butt. We shift forward into the front heel plant, taking the ground force and creating potential rotational force. When they're younger, you hear a lot of coaches say, squish the bug and twist your hips. As we advance and we get older, we start talking about shifting our weight off the ground while the upper half of the body stays squared to the plate so that we can maximize hip and hand separation. But we use the term tilt because we want to tilt the front hip to create the bend down to the ball plane. So after I step forward here, I tilt into the ball plane, and then I whip the knob, getting the barrel out in front, and I want to maintain that tilt through the whip action. So once we get to that point, you can notice something kind of cool. This part of his body right here, his head, will actually stay on axis. So we go forward. As he steps and he shifts forward, we establish the axis into this heel plant, and then we tilt into the ball to the drive position here. Then, once we get that axis, we whip the knob back, barrel forward, and you can see the back foot is actually coming forward, weightless through that energy transfer. Hey, James, you back?
It's not like.
What's up, James? You back? How you doing, buddy? All right, let's take it from the top real quick. We're almost done, okay? So let's start with the first drill. Let's pick up our front foot, push off our back heel, and lift up our rotator cuff, picking the elbow up. Don't turn yet. I'm not turning yet, James. Look, I'm picking up my front foot. And I'm going forward, and I'm lifting up here. And I'm keeping my front shoulder down at first. All right. Now, from there, take your front hip and just turn and tilt it in. Keep your hands right. That's it. Now, from there, just whip your hands. Point it straight forward towards the ball. Extend. There it is. Do it again. You're getting it. All right, now, go there again. Extend. Extend. Go all the way here. Extend it. All the way. Look, your front arm's locking. Don't lock your front arm at first. Whip it. And then let your whip take the extension. Point the top of the bat forward. Top of the bat out in front. But towards the pitcher. The pitcher's in front of you, right? Whip it out towards the pitcher. Yes, hold it. Don't move. Hold it. Now, we're going to go to step 5. Finish the bat over the shoulder. Finish the bat. Now, from there, you're going to have to really hold this for me to get this right. Drop the bat. Now take your right elbow and your right knee and lift it up like this. Let me get where you can see me. So I'm here, right elbow, and get your foot up. Get your foot up. Good. Now we're going to kick out and push off of our back foot towards first base and flip and get your left elbow in front. Land. Kick out and land in the same spot, going down. Go down, kick out and land. So go to first base. Step to first base. Good. Stay there. Now do the opposite foot. Left knee up and bring your left. Good. All right, bring it back to the plate. Okay, this is so important. James, do you have any aspirations of maybe playing college baseball and maybe long-term, even professional baseball? Is that a goal of yours? To maybe play college baseball?
Maybe.
So if you even want to keep it as a possibility of playing college baseball, one of the things that a lot of coaches look at pretty much everywhere is the 60-yard dash and the 30-yard dash. Have you ever heard of this before?
No.
Have you ever heard of it? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. So the distance from home to first base is 30 yards. The distance from home to second base is 60 yards. In baseball, when the ball's hit, do you jog or do you run?
You run.
If you're on defense and the ball's hit and you're in the field, do you jog to it or do you run to it?
Run to it.
So I can't think of a scenario on the baseball field where we don't sprint. So that's why they make such a big deal of the 30 and the 60. Because even if you're the best hitter on the planet, I think Chipper Jones just made the Hall of Fame with like a 308 batting average. That means he failed almost 70% of the time. But the thing that he's going to always have to do is run. So we want to do things that get you out the box to first base to set you up out the swing to run that 30-yard dash correctly to first base. Because if you can just get out the box with the right knee and elbow drive, you can improve your time without even getting physically stronger. And so that's why it's important whenever we're working on the swing to keep in mind that, especially on a bad hit, when we have to run it out, we want to put a ton of pressure on a defense by exploding out the box. We don't want to stare down the ball as soon as we hit it. We have first base and third base coaches to help direct all that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So after you hit it, when I'm asking, after we hit the ball here, we want to learn how to draw it quick. It's quick twitch. Watch how quick we're going to try to do this. The back of where you get better view. I'm going to hit it, and I'm going to drive my elbow and my knee quick. Right there. I drop the bat quick, and then I kick out, and I take my step to first base. You have to train it. Nobody gets it at first. All right. So let's close this out real quick. Let's go over step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and then step 5. Step 1 is the first drill of the day. Show me the simple shift drill where you just pick up and you push off your back heel and your toe holds the ground. Can you show me that? Good job. All right, now let's do it this time. When we do it, land and let your rotator cuff lift up your elbow as you land. And you went to the tilt. And then the elbow comes in. You went to 2 and 3. Bring the elbow into the body. Elbow into the rib. Okay, now finish your tilt and your turn. Lean into the ball. Now keep the bat up. See, he's pushing. You're saying you get there and then you start pushing. You have to understand the knob comes back and the barrel goes forward. Get the barrel, throw the barrel in front. Whip to it, throw the barrel out in front. Whip it. Good. That was it. Now finish it. Now show me. Good. Hey, you know what? That wasn't too bad, buddy. Look, this is our first time ever working together. We threw a whole bunch of new terminology at you. We gave you 5 different things, focus points, in a matter of 40 minutes. And, man, you just processed a lot of stuff pretty good, considering that you kind of had the shift coming into it, but trying to process the whip and then how you explode to first base after, you did a pretty good job of adjusting, okay? So I'll just close up with a simple, again, we go into our shift. We push off our back heel forward as we lift up our rotator cuff and our elbow for max stretch. Then we tilt into the ball, and the rotator cuff will externally bring the elbow into the body. And then we whip knob back, barrel forward. And then as we finish, we set up to drive the elbow and the knee so we can run the first base. Okay? James, do you have any questions?
Nope.
I really want you to understand that whip action of these. If you can understand that, there won't be a pitch you won't be able to master. If you keep pushing your hands away from your body on an inside pitch and somebody's throwing fast, you're not going to really get the sweet spot on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The sweet spot's here. If the ball's coming in and you're doing this, you're going to have a tough time getting this barrel back towards the ball. You got to understand, once you get here, the knob comes back and the barrel comes forward while the right palm stays up and the left palm stays down. And then we can be short to long throw. I want to have barrel ball engagement as soon as possible. You don't want to push and then get long to it. Okay? That's my main thing I saw with you today.
Okay.
All right, well, great work, and we'll be back next week with the Perfect Swing Tools live TV show, and we'll have a new guest to come on next week. If anybody out there watching wants to get sign up for a free online workout, even if you've done lessons in the past or if you've never done it before and you want to try it out, please feel free to contact us. We'd love to get you on the show. Thank you all and have a great day.